Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing makeup. I'm someone that loves doing very simple and mild makeup, so I'm going to be teaching you how I achieved this look. Why this video is, should in case you're not a makeup artist or you're not learning makeup to become a makeup artist, or you just want to learn makeup just for yourself, just to be doing makeup on yourself, this video is for you, because I'm going to show you how to do a clean girl makeup with few makeup products and few makeup accessories. I'm going to be using beauty blender to blend almost everything blendable. You don't need to break the bank to achieve a flawless makeup look. This makeup video is more like beginner friendly pro girl makeup tutorial. Let's go. So first I start off by moisturizing my face. I've moisturized my face before, but that was like 30 minutes ago. So I decided to add a little bit of moisturizer. So anything can serve as your moisturizer. It could be your normal skincare moisturizer. And once I'm done moisturizing my face, I'm also moisturizing my lips to get it ready to accept product. And it's matte. So let's begin. I'm going in first with this Colourpop brow pencil, and the color is in brunette, cruelty free. It has this brush end and it has the eye pencil on the other end. So I love using the brush out my brow, and secondly go in to fill in my brow. Once I'm done drawing it out, I don't really fill in my brow that much, and I love this color so well because it's not too dark, it's not too thick, it is very soft and light. So it gives me the actual shade that I want. So once I'm done filling in my brow, I still go ahead to vigorously, because it's like I filled in the first one really too much. So I brush out the excess product, and I'm going in with this brush. I'm going to be using it to carve out my brow to make it look sharper. So the concealer that I used is Elegel Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. So it's more like a shade lighter than my skin tone, or I'll say 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. So I use it to carve out my brow, and then I'm using the foundation that is the same thing with my skin tone to, you know, carve out the upper part of my brow to make it stand out or look sharp. Then I'm setting my eyes to make it matte and also get it ready to take in eyeshadow so that it doesn't cause creasing, or it doesn't show me creasing line. So the palette that I'm using is Colourpop Honest palette, pressed powder palette, and it has different shades in it. So the shade that I used here is called Tipsy. So I'm using it to carefully carve out my arc, demarcate my arc, okay, to get it ready to, I don't know, but I do that often. So I put a lot of it, and then after I did it, I went ahead with the yellow one called Siren because I want it to be nude. And then I went ahead to blend everything to prevent harsh lines. So I'm going with these lashes that I got from Shein, and now I'm ready for my face, and I'm going in with Ilamasqua primer to prime my face. I don't prime my entire face. I just focus on the part of my face that I sweat in or that are likely to secrete oil so that my makeup will last. Because whenever I do makeup is mostly when I am creating content, and I spend hours with light hitting me directly at the face, which causes me to sweat. So yeah, I need primer. And then after priming my face, I'm going in with this beautiful drugstore foundation, Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. And this foundation is in the shade 356 Warm Coconut. I know that it looks a little bit yellowish, because it's because light is flashing directly on my face. But once I'm done blending everything in, it's blended in with my skin. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't like putting too much product. I go ahead to use a little to be able to control the amount of product that is going to sit on my face. So I don't really like full coverage. Like, I don't want it to be too much, so I don't really go with too much foundation. And I avoid my eye area, especially my under eye. I don't put foundation there because my under eye is always dry. So I don't want to put foundation and then put concealer again and then set everything, and then it's too much product and it causes fine lines. So I'm going in with this ColourPop No Filter Concealer, medium dark 32 20K1. So this is a bit like 3 shades lighter than me. So I use it in the inner eye, and then I'm using the LA Gel that I used initially for my eyebrow and the other parts of my face. I'm using the same blender. Yeah, I used it to blend foundation, and I'm going to be using it now to blend the concealer. I'm starting with the lighter concealer first because I don't want there to be too dark. So I first of all blend the inner eye before I go ahead to blend every other part of my face that I am highlighting. So make sure you blend that really well to prevent creasing to form in your face. I really don't like having so bright on the eye, concealer. I don't really put much. I don't know if I would say my face accepts makeup too much. It accepts ingredients too much. Like, it showcases, it doesn't hide it. It doesn't hide it because I don't really have much pores apart from my cheek area. So I apply very little product, and this thing can take time to blend in. But yeah, I'm hitting it. Once I'm done, I'm going in with the darker concealer, which is still LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. So you can see everywhere that I put it in to conceal. And I first of all start with my nose, because if I start with my cheek, when I get to my nose, it's going to look so dark. So I blend my nose first. Everything I put mild. I don't want too much. I want it to look so natural. I want it to look like I just used only foundation. I don't want the entire product I use to show on my face. And I'm going with my Zaron lip gloss, of course. So this lip gloss, the mouth broke. I didn't know what to do with it, so I decided to turn it into a cream blush. So you can use lipstick, your red lipstick or your pink lipstick or your orange lipstick, to act as your blush. Of course, we are painting, so this is face painting. So anything goes. And I don't know who still uses benign luxury powder. Like, I've had this since. I'm sure this thing has been in my hand for up to 7 years. Yes, I'm not lying. But I still have it, so I'm not going to do away with it. So I'm definitely still using it. But I'm sure getting a more recent one once I'm done using this one. Of course, this one has really gone down. But it's giving me what I want, so I'm still using it. So I set everywhere that I highlighted with the benign luxury powder. I don't even know if this is still in the market because it's been a long time. But I'm sure it's still in the market though. But people use more of Laura Mercier translucent powder and other products. But yeah, I still use this. So once I'm done setting the entire face, I go ahead to set the contour place, and I still use the same eye shadow palette that I use, and I use the shade Rival. And then after that, I'm going to be going in with the blush, which is still ColourPop Vogue Pressed Powder Blush in the shade 21B2. It is cruelty free and it doesn't really pack too much. It's really light, and I'm still using the same pressed powder palettes. I used Gilded, the shade Gilded, to highlight. I don't have a highlighter, but this is good. It is as bright as highlighter, so why not? So I am setting the contoured part of my nose. To get a snatched nose, I have a pointed nose, so I don't really like put so much in it. I don't want it to look too much or too pointed. So I'm using the same shade that I used to highlight my cheekbone to, highlight my tear duct to make my eye a little bit brighter. And I'm using this Colourpop eyeliner. I'm not a fan of eyeliner, but yeah, once I fix lashes, I love putting eyeliner because it's going to help make the lashes sharp. Should in case you're talking on camera and then you mistakenly bend your head down or close your eyes, it's not going to show any harsh lines. It's going to show a sharp line. So like, I don't like doing under eye makeup, but so this is just in case you want to do it. This is how I do mine whenever I do, but I do this once in a blue moon. So this is Maybelline. Like, yeah, it's Maybelline. It's been a long time I had this eyeliner. I use this to underline my under eye. I have this eye issue, so I don't really like doing under eye makeup. So I'm still going in with eyeshadow in this shade Charisma to sharpen my under eye, and mascara. This is Colourpop Volumizing Mascara, and I'm using it to, make my under eyelashes pop out, which I don't think it let her pop out though. This MAC, this MAC, this MAC powder has been with me for ages. This is one of the products that I've had in a long time. So this is MAC NW45. I'm using it to set the remaining place, like the place that I didn't highlight or contour, and also using it to dust out the excess product on my face and to, blend everything generally to make it look uniform so that I don't show harsh lines. So it has come to my lips, and I'm using this Jordana lip. This is actually eyebrow liner. This is Jordana. I'm trying to figure out the shade. Okay, 06 dark brown. This was supposed to be for my eyebrow, but it is too dark for my liking, so I figured out I can use it for my lips. And this lipstick is from Ilamasca. I've thrown away the carton, so I don't even know the shade. And I'm going to be finishing my lips with Zaron Sheer Lip Gloss So in the shade number 6 Glass. I love this. It's my holy grail. Yes, so finally setting my face with Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. This spray is good. Just give it a little time. It's going to set up your whole face and you're going to see your face glowing. And here it is. You can see it. And bye.